With increased automation and advancement in the field of robotics comes the unique problem of robots killing humans. The fact that robots lack any mind of their own complicates things, since they just do whatever they were programmed to do. Most of the time, the problem arises when humans get in the way, and the robot treats them like whatever material it was working on. This is why most robot-related accidents and deaths happen in factories, where robots work close to humans. An encounter between the two usually doesn't end well for the human, since thin flesh is obviously no match for pounds of steel. Number 5. Joshua Brown. Joshua Brown is the first person killed in a self-driving car accident. He died on May 7, 2016, after the Tesla Model S he was driving through Williston, Florida, could not differentiate between an 18-wheel tractor-trailer and the bright sky. Brown's Tesla passed under one side of the tractor-trailer and appeared from the other side. With its roof torn off, the Tesla then went off the road and crashed through two fences and a pole. Tesla tried absolving itself of any blame in the accident. In a report, it noted that this was the Model S's first accident in 130 million miles, which is below the industry average of 94 million miles. It also added that its vehicle's autopilots were not perfect and required drivers to have their hands on the wheels. Brown's hands were on the wheels for only 25 seconds out of the 37-minute trip. Investigations by the National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, revealed that neither Brown nor the autopilot applied the brakes. The airbags did not deploy until the vehicle had veered off the road and ran into some trees. Brown is believed to have died when the vehicle went under the tractor-trailer. The driver of the truck, Frank Barassi, claimed that Brown was watching a Harry Potter movie at the time of the accident. Investigations by the NTSB revealed that there indeed was a micro SD card containing a Harry Potter film at the accident scene, but they could not tell whether Brown had been watching it with the Asus laptop or Chrome ebook found in the vehicle. Number 4. Robert Williams. Robert Williams is the first person ever killed by a robot. The accident occurred at a Ford factory in Flat Rock, Michigan, on January 25, 1979. Williams was killed after the arm of a robot hit him as he climbed up a shelf to retrieve some casts. Ironically, the robot was supposed to be the one retrieving the casts, but it kept giving wrong information regarding the number of casts left on the shelf, forcing Williams to climb up. A jury determined that Williams's death was caused by lax safety measures, including one that should have caused the robot to make warning sounds when around a human. His family was awarded $10 million. Number 3. 9 South African soldiers. 9 South African soldiers were killed, and another 14 were wounded, after an anti-aircraft weapon started shooting by itself in 2007. The weapon involved was a Oerlikon GDF-005. It was being controlled by a system which is capable of finding, targeting, and engaging hostiles without human intervention. It can even reload all by itself, which could have made things messy. South African troops had been training with the weapon at the Army's Combat Training Center, Lohutla, Northern Cape, when the weapon jammed and exploded before going berserk. It fired 250 rounds of high-explosive 35mm rounds from its 2 barrels at the soldiers training with it. There are suspicions that the accident could be due to either a software problem or a mechanical failure. Richard Young, an engineer and CEO of a defense company, stated that accident was not an isolated one, as he had seen automatic anti-aircraft weapons go berserk on several occasions. It was just that no one was killed in those incidents. Number 2. Anna Maria Vital. Anna Maria Vital, 40 years old, was killed by a robot at Golden State Foods in City of Industry, California, in 2009. The robot involved was a palletizer, which stacks boxes on pallets. A box had become stuck in the robot, and Maria entered its cage to remove the box. The robot was still on, and it grabbed Anna Maria as if she was one of the boxes it was working on. The robot crushed Anna Maria's torso, and she remained in its grip despite attempts by mechanics to free her. Number 1. Regina Elcia. In June 2016, Regina Elsia was killed by a robot 2 weeks before her wedding. She was 20. The accident happened at Agen USA, a South Korean-owned plant in Cusseta, Alabama, that made parts for Hyundai and Kia vehicles. On the fateful day, Elsia and some co-workers had been trying to repair the faulty robot. They were not supposed to attempt repairs, but no one answered the series of calls they made to the maintenance department. Their decision turned out to be a bad one after the robot suddenly restarted and pushed Elsia against another machine, seriously injuring her. Elsia was taken to East Alabama Medical Center before she was flown to UAB Hospital, but she died the morning after the accident. An inquiry into the accident revealed that Agen USA committed several safety violations because it wanted to maximize profits. In fact, the U.S. Labor Department had slammed the company and 2 staffing agencies with a $2.7 million fine over 27 safety violations just 2 weeks earlier. The inquiry also revealed that Agen USA overworked their employees, sometimes requiring them to work 7 days a week, and encouraged them to repair faulty machines.